Hello, my name is Jan Johnson. I am a co-journer, and I've also had the privilege and honor of working with and for the Presentation Sisters for over 20 years. And part of that, my work with the sisters was working in vocation ministry. And so when I was invited to share some thoughts on discernment and vocation, I was delighted to offer my take on it. Part of our work in vocation ministry was working with the young people and encouraging them to think about what God had in mind for their future. And it was more than, oh, this sounds like a job that I can make a lot of money on, or this sounds interesting, but really, what is it that they are being called to consider? Something that connects them to the rest of creation, calls them to be faithful. And a lot of times people, even adults, don't take the time to think that through. And I think we appreciate as we get older that choosing a vocation is not a one and done kind of thing. We are called to make choices throughout our life, big choices, little choices, career changes, and learning how to discern is a very key part of this whole process of living life faithfully. When we were asked to share our feelings on vocation ministry and discernment, one of the prompters was, what Bible passage or story speaks to you when you think about discernment? And I had two that jumped to mind. And so I want to read you the first one that came to mind. And I remember my mother praying this. There were 6 kids in my family, so she was busy praying a lot. But she would pray this passage from the Bible for all of us as we were growing and trying to decide what we wanted to grow up to be. This is from Jeremiah 29, verses 11 through 14. For I know well the plans I have in mind for you, says the Lord. Plans for your welfare, not for woe. Plans to give you a future full of hope. When you call me, when you go to me to pray, I will listen to you. When you look for me, you will find me. Yes, when you seek me with all your heart, you will find me, and I will say to you, I have a plan for you, and I will change your lot. So that passage came to mind that really, if we stop and think about it, the Lord does have a plan for us. But discerning really is a two-pronged process. We have to ask the question and go searching, but the other half is we have to be willing to listen. And listening in today's society is a lost art oftentimes, both for young people and as we grow. And so to listen is to listen to the voice of God. What is God calling us to do? What part of creation are we being asked to improve on, to encourage other people? And so listening is as important as discerning. What is the answer? How can we listen and be quiet and hear? And we know that even in our daily conversations, if we're not quiet, we can't hear. And so being quiet is a gift and a challenge and an invitation from our Creator. So I would encourage you to think about discerning and what you've had to discern through your life, what you're being called to discern now, and to practice that whole art of listening. And to end this, I would like to just read my second passage from the Bible was Psalms 46, verse 10. And there's all different versions of this, talking about being still and knowing that I am God. And this one is from Praying the Psalms, An Invitation to Wholeness by Nan Merrill. And she says in verse 10, be still and know that I am love. Awaken, befriend justice and mercy. Do you not know You bear my love? Who among you will respond? O Blessed One, you know all hearts. You are ever with us. May love ever guide our lives. Amen.